In 2006, a dynamic dance duo formed to take on the world. This Anglo-Australian partnership promptly traveled the globe, learning from the masters of dance. If no one else has the answers, and if you can find them, maybe you should get in touch with Dizzy Feet.
If you've got the questions,
we've got the answers. And good evening, everyone. Here we are once again. Hopefully the sound is fine. Please, I'm sure you'll tell us very, very quickly if the sound isn't. Does anyone want a dog? Seriously. I've had enough. I've had enough.
yeah. We're not really dog people, we've
No,
discovered.
not at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's tough going.
it is. It is, and he is just an absolute pain in the backside. The fridge beeped today, and that set him off.
Yeah, everything seems to be setting him off at the moment. Everything. Every tiny
Sound's
little
not
noise.
working again.
Is it not working again?
So listen,
Oh yeah, this is crackly.
it's absolute. This is another thing that drives me up the wall. Drives me up the wall.
Not having a good day today.
Not having a good day.
No.
Not having a good day. Right, 1 second, everybody. 1 second. Let's try and sort this out once and for all.
Are you using the camera?
Yeah.
Does it still do it if we use that
Yeah.
one?
I've deleted everything and I've got rid of it all. It's so infuriating. What has Buddy done?
What has
Well,
Buddy
he's
done?
just
He just barks at every tiny little noise, someone walking past, just everything. And then, it's still, we still have to like watch him all the time when he needs to go to the toilet.
No, it's not plugged in.
So we still have accidents because if we get a little bit distracted, yeah, it's just, and he just wants to destroy everything. He wants to chew everything. I'm hoping that this is just the worst part of it and he's going to get better. But hard to see that right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
When he was a puppy, he was quite lovely. Because he didn't bark at anything. Now he does. At everything.
Yeah, literally everything. Literally everything. I've just got to adjust this because if we're going to have to go to that camera, then I've got to do that.
Alright.
Which is bizarre. Why it only does it on that camera? Right. Oh, I think they've actually seen that camera as well. It's up. It's gone up in the screen as well. So I'm just going to maximise that. Why is that like that? That's a bit strange.
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know why it's done that. That's very strange. Hang on, let's get rid of that one. We've gone out of focus.
Is that through this one?
Yeah. It's all fascinating from those, isn't it, to see all this working. How this all works.
Oh, they're actually seeing all this?
Yeah, they're actually seeing all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See me do it all.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, today's Friday, isn't it?
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. That's not right.
That's not right. No.
They're looking at the top of my head.
Yeah.
Come on, dear.
There we go.
Oh, they've got a look
Move
at the
that out of the way.
microphone.
Oh, don't tell me
Oh,
that,
no.
Brecon Beacons.
Small 7-year-old dog and it's still yappy. Well, If he continues to be yappy, I don't think we can keep him. Honestly, it just
So
drives
is the
mad.
sound any better now? I've turned the other one off. You'll soon let me know, I'm sure, if it is or it isn't.
Small 7-year-old dog and it's still yappy. Well, if he continues to be yappy, I don't think we can keep him. Honestly, it just I just saw myself. I look rather distressed, don't I? It's because I am.
What about the sound now? Is the sound awful now? This is great telly.
It's exactly how we envisaged it. Isn't it?
We're talking, but I'm not talking. What about the sound now? Yeah, no, it doesn't. It goes worse again. It's bizarre. All I do is press a little button to turn it on. It's bizarre. Anyway. Okay, we've got to stick with the old-fashioned camera, which is really infuriating. I like to use the other one, which is a better quality camera. It gives a better quality picture for you all.
Oh, calm down, dear.
It does infuriate me. It's so ridiculous.
Just like having to shorten the curtains infuriates me.
That I can understand, because a dog wheezes on them.
Yeah.
This I don't understand. So this poxy thing on the top of the monitor here is fine for sound. It doesn't affect the
You
audio.
don't want to accept that you have to use this camera for the sound to be better.
No.
I don't want to accept that I have to have short curtains.
No, but no. It's a completely different situation,
I'm just
Cal.
talking about the acceptance.
No. It's a completely different situation because we know the cause of the curtains getting weed on, and we can solve that by getting rid of the dog, can't we?
Curtains dog.
Yeah.
Curtains dog.
Well, I think curtains will win every time. That camera, if you just turn it, it's on. It's actually on. It's plugged into the computer. It's still turned on. If I select it in here, the sound goes funny. If I don't select it, it sounds fine. But it's got nothing to do with the audio. It's completely separate. And yet when we first did it, it didn't do it.
I can't help.
I don't understand. I need some sort of
technical sound
person.
engineer.
Yeah.
There you go. You need a sound engineer.
We do need a sound engineer. Apparently Sigrid says it's gone worse again. But I don't know if that comment was related to when I pressed the button before.
Might have done.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here once again for your questions.
Bucket full of joy tonight.
Oh, I
aren't
know.
we?
I know.
Sorry, everyone. However, this is really, really nice and cold, isn't it?
Yes.
It always tastes better
Yes.
when it's cold.
You wouldn't trust me flying a plane. Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't fly a plane. But Ros says she'll take Buddy to work.
If you want him, you can have him. We've had lots of people who said they're quite happily take him.
Yeah. I don't think we'd be short of offers, but I mean we.
But you
paid
might have
for
him. You might have him for like 20 minutes and think, oh no. That's
well, I want someone to pay for him as well.
No, you can't do that.
Wow, that's ridiculous. Oh, okay.
You can't. That's not how it works.
If we did get rid of him, Ella would be very upset. However, we have had long discussions with Ella about it. He's got to get better. If he doesn't get better, he's going to have to go.
We shall see, shall we? He's just gone 6 months, so apparently this is the worst period of having a puppy dog. So we'll see, shall we, over the next few months if it improves or not.
He's sat on my lap now, quite
Some people say it takes
quietly.
like 18 months to 2 years for them to settle down.
Yeah, not even that.
I mean, I think I'm not sure I have enough. We're not even working.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where we're at with
sleeping.
Buddy.
Lorraine says we should have a cage which he can sleep in. Sleeping's not an issue. At night he's absolutely fine.
Actually, at night is fine.
It's just it's during the day that is the issue.
Yeah, so he's got his little bed, which he sleeps in fine. I just have to watch him in the morning when he gets up, so that I have to be aware so I can take him out to do his business. But yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's fine sleeping at night, isn't he?
That's all he wants is attention. I don't know if he just wants attention. Are you talking about me or are you talking about Buddy? Linda Bloomer.
Well, both of you.
Yeah, no, well, sometimes he doesn't actually. He's quite happy just to sit on his own, isn't he? But it's just as soon as there's any kind of noise, he goes ballistic.
Yeah.
Any noise. As I say, the fridge beeped today. I had the door open. I was
The
loading
fridge
the fridge
beeped,
up.
but he ran out towards the front door because
Yeah.
the fridge beeped. Which
Yeah, and it set him off.
Yeah. And we've tried all sorts of different things, all sorts of techniques.
Yeah.
to try and settle him, and nothing seems to stick.
Kicking him up the backside seems to work a little bit, which I do on a regular basis.
I haven't seen you do that.
I do it when you're not here.
Oh, do
when
you?
you can't see.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not often not
I
here.
didn't. I don't report me to the RSPCA. I don't do that. I don't. Well, I'm very tempted, but I don't. Listen, anyway, I don't really want to sit here talking about Buddy all night.
He's
So-
now nice and calm in your
Yeah,
lap.
he's very calm on my lap. Not
Yeah.
that he's warm. He keeps my lap warm, but that's about it, really. I think he's asleep, actually.
Yeah, he's nice and snug.
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about dancing, shall
Go
we?
on then.
That's what we're here for.
Fire away.
Ella's not here tonight either, is she? We're on her own.
No, she's being babysat
Yeah.
tonight.
Should be mother's. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
She's off
She
school.
might be watching. I don't know if they're watching. She often watches. I wonder if they're watching. If you're watching, Mother, drop us a message.
Well, your mum watches, so
Well, yeah, but I'd like to think my daughter's there saying, "Oh, look, it's Mummy and Daddy."
probably not.
Probably not.
No.
No, she's not interested, is she? Not interested enough
Probably
at all.
rather watch something else.
Yeah. But I want some dancing questions. That's what we're after. So Brecon Beacons are not looking forward to returning to dancing because of their dance fitness.
Oh well, we're all like that.
Don't worry,
Well,
all of us are
everybody
like
is feeling like that, including him and me. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into the studio because last time, so in the first lockdown, I put a little bit of weight on, put a bit of timber on around the middle, and then by the time the other lockdown came, I lose track when we had
You'd
to stop
lost
in
loads,
November.
didn't
Yeah,
you?
I lost.
Like that.
Yeah,
I hate it.
yeah, really, really slender. So
Doesn't work like that for me.
hopefully I'll lose my belly again. But those of you that see me next week and the week after, or the week after that, I will have a little bit of a belly.
I reckon it'll
suspect.
take you a week,
Well, the thing is, I don't eat very much when
And
I'm
then-
teaching all day.
and then that's it. You'll
Yeah.
you'll be back to what you were before.
Yeah.
Infuriatingly for me, it'll take me 3 months probably, if not
Ah.
longer.
There we go. 7 minutes ago, Ella is watching.
Ah, Ella is watching.
Hello,
Hello,
Ella.
darling. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Hello, darling.
Yeah, don't look at that one. Don't look at that rubbish one. Yeah.
Mm.
Thanks, Siri. We hadn't noticed. We hadn't noticed that. Yeah. Oh, so we heard us talking about getting rid of Buddy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Oh, sorry, Ella. But you know that.
Sorry.
You know it all.
You know
already.
you know about it all anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Argentine tango doesn't have a formal basic structure like other dances, relies on improvisation by the leader. Is that correct? Somewhat.
Yes
isn't
and
it?
no, actually,
Yeah.
Ray. So, the Argentine tango is a street dance, essentially, which is where it came from. It danced in the streets. And I don't think it necessarily had a formalised technique in the early days. I don't know a lot about Argentine tango. However, I do know that when you go to an Argentine tango class, they teach you for a long time. A lot of the classes, when you first start, are learning how to walk.
Yes, they spend quite a bit of time doing that, don't they?
They do. So there is a structure as such, which
Yeah.
is, I guess, the manner and the style of how you walk and move as an Argentine tango dancer.
I think as well they don't like to have structured routines as such.
No,
do
no,
they?
that's-
so
no, that's-
they
so-
like to just
yeah.
have the music, and
Yeah.
then you obviously learn lots of
Yeah.
different groups of steps, and then be able to put them together to the music.
Yeah. Well, it's very much that the man is in charge and
Mm.
the leader of the partnership is
Yeah.
leading, and the lady will follow, or the
Yeah.
follows.
But
Yeah, very much so.
yeah, so in that respect, it's quite difficult to get going. I think, isn't
Yeah.
it? As
With-
a beginner,
Yeah, absolutely right.
probably takes a bit longer. Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't always follow, because people like Vincent Simone, who's got a workshop on Sunday, which you can still join. Not too late. You can join that on Sunday and do it at home. You can, if you can't make Sunday, you can still join it, and then I'll send you the video afterwards. That's how great we are. That's how amazing we are. So you can still take part, just not on Sunday. You can do it afterwards at your own leisure. It can be quite accessible. So there are certain figures, of course, and I suppose commercial Argentine tango. I suppose you could call it that.
I would say like all kinds of dance, it's probably been commercialised a
Well,
bit to make it more accessible.
Yeah, commercialised one. You'd have a routine, wouldn't you? You'd stick to. But the die-hard, true
Oh, gosh,
aficionados would do it via pure follow. So
Yeah.
you'd learn patterns of steps, of course. You'd learn certain figures, and then you'd learn how to be led into them. But ultimately, that's a bit like ballroom and Latin as well. So we do similar sort of stuff, wouldn't we? I mean, if we dance, I can just dance and Kelly can just follow what I'm doing.
Yeah, probably not at the moment, a bit out of practice, but yeah.
Well, not at the
But,
moment with a broken toe either.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're, like, with Vincent and Flavia's show, for instance, that was on in the theatre, you couldn't just ad-lib that.
No.
That has to have a structure, it has to have choreography. So,
Cheers, Barry,
yeah.
by the way.
Cheers, Barry.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, carry on.
Okay.
Got a comment.
Okay. Yeah, so they definitely choreograph it for that, like you say, commercialised tango. And,
Yeah.
and on Strictly and stuff, obviously it's all choreographed.
Of course. But in
But I
this...
think if you go to a social,
Yeah,
where
it's
they
all very...
do, it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
just,
organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it all a bit too intense sometimes.
It is a bit.
Yeah.
I think some people... Well, we have experienced some people coming to us who have been to Argentine tango classes, and they've been to very serious Argentine tango classes, and have found it all a bit overwhelming.
Yes.
Yes, because they are intense sometimes.
Yeah, very
They can be
serious,
quite
very intense. Whereas obviously Ballroom and Latin, we like to have a laugh.
Well, the I suppose you could with the polar opposite really. But it's almost as though we couldn't give a damn. Isn't it?
I know what you're saying, but no, it's
It's like we don't care at all.
It's more light-hearted than that, or can be. I mean, some people take Ballroom and Latin very serious and don't make it very fun, do they, to learn?
Well, that's true. That's
so,
true.
That
That Matteo Prezioso's like that.
is he?
Oh, yeah, completely and utterly. Takes all the fun out of it. Takes all the fun
I
out of
take
it.
all the fun out of Buddy's life.
He's
So
buried his head.
Don't chew that. Don't chew that. Take everything away from him.
Yeah.
No, you can't have that. You can't have that.
Poor little fella.
He looks at me with really sad eyes.
Not that I care, actually. Not that I care.
He doesn't want his toys.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with a bit of a paunch. Well, yes, Peter. That's marvellous. I presume that's Peter and not Sylvia. Maybe Sylvia's got one as well. Don't know.
Yeah, I definitely have as well.
Margaret Latter's asked a question which is
Yes.
relevant to what I've just been talking about. When will she get the Zoom code for Sunday?
Oh,
At about 11:59 on Sunday.
is it 12 o'clock? Is it?
Yeah, 12 o'clock start. No, tomorrow. You'll get all the details tomorrow. So I'll send that through. Don't worry. Don't stress. But it's a different code, of course, and everything that you would use for a Wednesday. It's all different, so... yeah. And if you want me to send you a recording, I need to know beforehand as well, because Vincent needs to know, so he might do a shout out to people that are not there, but there, if that makes sense, at some point. Anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway. Right, dance related questions, please. Come on. This is what this is all about. That's too bright on my eyes, actually. That's what it's all about.
Is it just me or the week's going really quick now?
Yeah, completely. Well, you wait till next week. Actually, no, it might go quite slow for you next week.
Oh no.
Because I'm working, and you're stuck indoors on your own, so the time might drag. With Buddy, bless you. Ah, well, you got Ella as well next week, haven't you? Got Ella as well.
I don't think it would drag. There's always, stuff to do, isn't there?
Yeah. I don't know why the video is not playing here on my screen,
I
but
wanted
it
to
seems
paint-
to be playing here.
I wanted to paint our bedroom, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, does
Well, you might be able to do it next week, mightn't you?
I just don't know. 'Cause you have to get up on your toes and stuff a bit, don't you?
We'll just put the ladder higher.
It's a step.
We've got another step.
No, there's only one level on
Put
that
some
step.
books on it.
You really
Well, I'm just giving you
so
solutions.
I can fall down and break a leg or something.
Why would you fall down and break a leg?
Well, that's not very sensible to stand on some books.
Well, if they're evenly distributed, it'd be fine.
No. Well, we don't have enough books for that.
I'm sure we can find some.
No.
Oh,
we
we
don't.
have, what do you mean you haven't got enough books?
Well,
There's
we
a load here.
don't.
I'm looking at books
Yeah,
here.
no, not for a stable base. No.
Stable base.
Stop it.
Is it a buttery biscuit base?
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh, let's get rid of that. No, don't want that. Don't want to save that. Well, do you know what? These.
Are there any questions?
No, there's not. Any questions at all. Nothing
Come
dance
on,
related
guys.
at all.
Send us some questions.
They just like to hear us waffling.
I don't know why. Because we run out of things to say. We actually don't talk very much, do we, at home?
Linda, have you... Do we choose what we want to do, or are you going to take charge with the private lessons? Linda, you've had private lessons with me before, right? You do know that it's up to you what you want to do.
It depends, I think.
But...
Well, you have a discussion.
She knows that.
Yeah, I know. She might be asking that for other people. So everyone knows. When you have a private...
Okay, yes.
Just
well,
let
okay,
me
you
answer
talk. You
that.
talk.
When you have a private lesson, if you haven't had one before, you can either come in with what you would like to learn, and then we can then say, yes, that's reasonable, or, no, let's go at that another angle or whatever. Or we might say, no, we're going to work on this today. It really depends on, one, how long you've been dancing, two, on what you're dancing for as well.
What are you dancing for? What's your
And then-
motivation?
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right.
Why
We
are
don't need
you
to get-
here?
We don't need to get that deep.
I say that often to people when they come in for lesson. Why are you here? What are you doing here?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
I say it to Margaret every week. What are you doing here? You should be... No.
So yeah, it really depends on the pupil and the teacher and what they want to work towards.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Do you want to get down, buddy? Or do you want to stay on my lap?
I think he's quite cozy, but I think he's just not comfortable with his head.
Yeah, he's falling between my legs now.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm sure, Linda, you haven't forgotten that much. I'm sure once you get started again, you'll be
Once
fine.
you get going, it's never as bad as what you think it's going to be.
And Margaret hopes that I'm going to be patient with them when they start their lessons again. Margaret, I will be patient with everyone. Don't you worry. However, you might not be quite so lucky.
You knew he was going to say something like that, though, didn't you?
Oh, Sigrid, I'm always kind to you. Don't worry.
Don't worry about forgetting things, because you will be surprised
Yeah.
how quickly things start to come back. But what you will notice is your fitness, for sure.
Yeah, of course.
We all will.
Me too. I'm gonna struggle next week.
But again, it will take a couple of weeks.
It won't take long.
As long as you're consistent,
The
it
good-
will start to build back up.
The good thing with dancing, of course, is that when you're doing a physical activity that's enjoyable and you love to do it, you sometimes forget the pain, don't you? So you get through it because of the fun and the enjoyment, and then it's only afterwards you realise, well, blimey, that was a bit of an effort. And in doing so, you just get fitter as a result. So don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So we had another question from Ray, and we had another question from Peter as well. When you're working at a routine from the steps we know, what is a reasonable length of time for a routine?
Ooh.
Now, that varies. It does depend.
Yeah.
First and foremost, how much you can remember is a good thing. So if you don't remember too much, keep it short and sweet. Generally, 16 bars is a nice simple number of a small amount of steps. That is the same as a sequence dance. So if those of you that do sequence, you can remember 16 bars. If you want something a little bit more interesting, 32, and then normally if you repeat that twice, that is a whole dance track. So songs that are formulated purely for dance are typically 64 bars, 4-bar intro, 64 bars of music. So if you have a 32 bar load of routine, section of steps, do it twice, do a whole song. But it doesn't. There's no real absolute, is there? Really,
No.
It's just enjoyment, a bit of variety, keep your brain working, that sort of thing. Really, there's no set
Again,
amount.
it kind of depends on how much you know and stuff already.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you repeat the same thing as well
Gosh,
in that routine. So, yeah.
Obviously, when you're first learning, things are very repetitive, aren't they? You know, if you take a basic quick step, for instance, you're doing the same thing basically over and over and over again. But that's fine, because that can get you around the room. But yeah, of course, once you've got that, you want to build upon it, and it might just be. I tend to work on sides of the room, so once someone's got something pretty well in that respect, you might do a long side and a short side, because obviously what you'll do then is repeat it, and that will get you around the room.
Yeah.
So usually people can remember that much. But there might be repeated steps within that short and long side, so it's not like all completely different all the way around. But what you get is a long side, usually a corner, and then a short side and a corner, and then repeat. And then once you've got that, you can build upon that. You can add another side. It's no right or wrong, really, is there?
No.
We used to, when we competed, we didn't repeat anything, so we made sure that our choreography lasted
64 bars.
the whole song, so that we didn't have to repeat. Because from a competitive point of view, if you have to start again, the brain automatically tires quicker, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so that kind of thought of like, I've got to do it again. You know, and it's kind of like that repetition of doing the same thing over and over and over again is more mentally tiring than just keeping on going. So it's like tricking your mind so that, you know, if you don't have to start again with the routine, you know actually you're just not stopping, which is easier.
Although our tango is a bit short. We needed another 8 bars of tango.
Yeah.
Never mind. Too late now.
It doesn't really matter now.
Doesn't really matter now.
Yeah.
Are you trying to reenact the David Tennant, Michael Sheen staged? You're doing quite a good job. I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know that actually.
So
either.
you need to give me some context.
David Tennant is
Was Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
And Michael Sheen was
Charlie Sheen's dad.
No, he wasn't.
Was he not?
No, that's Martin Sheen.
Are you sure?
Yes, yeah. Michael Sheen is a Welsh actor, a very good actor.
Oh, okay.
He's been in lots of stuff.
I don't know Michael Sheen then.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
There you go.
You just don't realise you know. Yeah.
That often happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roz, you come in and sit and wait. It's no problem.
What's Ray's question?
Ray's
now?
question is a bit complicated. Ray's questions on YouTube are always very deep.
Good.
He's got a lot of thought behind them. So Ray says, is it correct the quick step is a descendant of the Boston and the one step, which appeared with the arrival of ragtime and jazz music in America? Possibly.
Possibly. Nobody
I
really
don't
knows.
know for sure. My understanding is that it came from Charleston, really, and a turkey trot. There was all sorts of things going on in the early 1910s, 1920s. It was all based around music. To be honest, I don't quite know. I'm led to believe it formed in England, not in America, but who knows for sure? I don't know exactly. I'm not a dance historian, unfortunately.
I think
there's some things I know, but some things I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked into these things before in the past, but I can't remember a lot of it. But I think quick step as we know it today has evolved over a number of years, hasn't it? So it does.
Yeah.
It's like the ballroom jive as well. Takes influences from lots of different types of jive, because when you look into jive itself, there's not just one kind of jive. There's Lindy Hop and
hip hop.
Hip hop, yeah.
Hip-hop.
There's Lindy Hop and there's swing and
Yeah.
there's all sorts of things. So our ballroom jive has pinched lots of that, and I think quick step is similar in that respect, isn't it? Because you've got a bit of Charleston-esque things, and then
Yeah.
you've got perhaps some of this ragtime jazz stuff as well.
Mm.
But then a lot of the steps come from waltz as well.
And foxtrot.
And foxtrot.
Well, they're all
so,
mishmash.
Yeah, so quick step is a little bit of
It's a
everything.
mongrel.
Yeah.
It's a mongrel of a dance.
So it's hard to, it'd take a bit of research to
Yeah.
find out exactly where it came from.
If
But
only I had
I would
time.
say when it first started, it probably looks quite different now to when it first.
Well, I've got some footage of when
Yeah.
it was, haven't I? That Alice Moore stuff. You've not seen that. You've seen that, haven't you?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I'm sure it's on our YouTube page.
Might be.
You keep talking and I'll find it.
Yeah, because obviously steps have evolved and things like that. So yeah. But music influences everything. So when dancers hear different music and stuff like that, then they can not invent new steps, but perhaps put them together in a different way.
You carry on talking. You got to
what?
carry on. I'm going to sort this out.
When was this taken then?
This was 1936.
1936.
So
Yeah, so this
will-
would have been quick step in
I'll
its.
pop this on. For them. They can see
This would have been quick step in its infancy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but don't spoil it because I've got this. They've got to wait a minute because I've got to.
Alright, well that's not spoiling it, it's just telling you about it's new. When it first came to the scene. Obviously the English waltz is,
Very English.
yeah, well, it's not, is Viennese, did Viennese come first?
I don't know for sure, of
Yeah.
course, because a lot of ballroom dancing originated with the gentry, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the dancing that they would have done parading in palaces and things,
Yeah.
which is much more like sequence actually
Yeah.
than it is what we do.
Yeah.
And because they wouldn't have danced together, would they? Because they wouldn't have, they're not allowed
Well,
to
I think they
be
did
that
both,
close.
didn't they? When you look back, you see them where they do stuff all around in a circle like we did, and changing partners and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then they have things where they just stick with one partner. So I think it was.
Well,
both.
all sorts. I mean, I don't know for sure. I really don't know. I don't know where it all came from, really.
But I know that like the being on that side is all about the sword. and
Yeah,
stuff,
being on the
isn't
right
it?
side is about the sword. Yes. That much I do know.
Yeah.
And almost all other dancing, other than the kind of partner dancing, ballroom dance that we do, everything else came from Africa, pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah. Where is that? There we. go. Okay, it's in there. Right.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Hold on
Yeah,
to your hats.
On its way. Yeah. Keep talking, Kel. Keep talking.
I don't know what you want me to say now.
Wow.
It's quite nice
Anything.
looking at the old dance videos, actually.
It is.
Isn't it?
Every now and then.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a lot to be said for looking where we've
Looking
been,
back.
looking back, so that we know where we're going actually. And I think unfortunately, there's not enough. Too many dancers
Don't care enough.
don't care about the history and where we've come from. So
They just care about making it look cool.
このストレーション
yeah, here we go.
そういうのやっていただくだけ
So
で
Quick
you
step.
can watch this. This is the quick step as demonstrated by Mr. Alex Moore.
キープステップです
This is 1936. I don't know if there's any sound with it. I think there is actually. Yeah.
大変貴重なフィルムですのでね、
It's quite
長
sweet,
く
isn't it?
保存して
Look how
Very
small.
cozy.
Look how small that space is they're dancing in. Oh, he's gone off screen.
See ya.
come
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's
There
back.
he is.
Couple of lock steps. Ooh, little check.
今でも
Running
皆
finish.
さん見たことある
That's it. That's
There
all
you
it
go.
was. There you go. So I think that is on our website actually.
I think,
YouTube page. YouTube
It was
page.
quicker as well, wasn't it? Then?
Well, there's music, there's sound with it. I can't quite hear it.
Look how small that space is they're dancing in. Oh, he's gone off screen.
Oh, there isn't any sound. Yeah. There we go. That's interesting, isn't it? So that's Quick Step in 1936. Yeah.
Mm. The hold is much more cozy as well, isn't it?
Okay, so Staged is a series on iPlayer. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
It's a funny. Okay, we'll have a look at that. I like Martin Sheen as well, actually.
15-minute episodes. Okay.
Yeah, it might give me an idea about to do some stuff myself, actually, for someone else. Yeah. I didn't share the screen actually, Ros. What I did, I downloaded that clip off YouTube and then put it into what we're watching.
Oh,
So-
what, the quick step one?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So we can watch it again if you want. I know it. No, where's it gone?
We've got more like that, haven't we? Or we did
Well,
do?
I'm sure. Well, leave it with me. I'll find it again.
No, you don't have to.
No, it's on our
There's another question,
it's on our page actually. It's on our YouTube page.
I think.
Do our dances differ from the ones in the original Come Dancing programs? What do you mean by that, Sigrid? Do they differ? So, obviously, we do all of the normal, traditional ballroom and Latin dances. On the original Come Dancing, I think they introduced some sequence dancing, but other than that, I think it's all of the normal 10 ballroom dances. Actually.
Yeah.
I don't think they did anything else.
Strictly, obviously, has added other things now.
Yeah.
So Strictly is much more. Well, you've got Argentine, you've got
There's all sorts they
hip
bring.
hop,
Yeah.
you've got
They do all sorts of street now, don't they?
street dance, salsa
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
We've got a few questions actually.
Mm.
Which is most popular with dancers, ballroom or Latin? Well, I don't know. I mean, you are always going to get people that favour one or the other, and some people just love everything. I suppose, if I'm honest, I think there's always more people that lean towards Latin than ballroom,
yeah.
because I think they think it's more fun.
Mm.
But that's music. That's
Yeah.
generally music, and the speed and the energy about it. But I think true dancing aficionados
Here we
will
go.
appreciate both. Ah.
Oh, I thought you were going to be pious. I thought he was going to be pious.
And they'll appreciate both for what they can both provide. True dancing aficionados.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate both, definitely. But and I certainly enjoy watching both. But in terms of doing it myself, I would much rather just do ballroom.
But,
Obviously, because we decided just to compete
yeah.
ballroom.
Well, ballroom's better. See, that's why. Yeah. There was formation teams. They had formation teams on
yeah.
Come Dancing as well.
Mm.
Yeah, we're not involved with formation teams, but that's still going. That's
Formation's
still
still
very
quite popular, isn't it?
big. Yeah. Margaret Latter says there was no vase of flowers in terms of shape with that video of Quickstep. No.
No.
In those days, the lady was encouraged to have her head
Down.
in, and so the posture was much more upright. They had no, what we'd say, dynamic shape at all, and it was focused on speed of movement of the feet, usage of feet, so technique, making sure you use the feet in the correct way, and that's about it really.
Yeah,
Musicality perhaps.
there wasn't any importance on all of this
No.
back then. No, everything had to be
Yeah.
here.
And as Kelly commented, the floor was so small, but it didn't matter because they're not trying to move. They're not actually trying to move.
The steps were much smaller.
Yeah, everything's much more compact.
And the music was quicker, so of course that
Yeah.
makes you keep everything much more contained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the upper bodies and the upper spines begin to expand and shape away from each other, that instantly makes the dancing more dynamic, and it moves more. So you suddenly have more movement. So things develop and things adapt. And as Sigrid says, have they evolved in any way? Absolutely. Dancing is constantly evolving.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes though,
A lot.
sometimes things evolve and then people think they need to keep changing it for the sake of changing it. But I think there are certain times. I personally, in my opinion, ballroom dancing competitively on the highest level has evolved too much. I think it's too much. It needs to go backwards now. They need to focus on different things because they've tried to make it a bit too athletic and a bit too fixed and rigid and about. They've tried to standardise it far too much. So that everyone's doing the same thing, looks the same, so that you can judge it better. Well, that's not what it's about. It's about movement. It's about movement to music. It's about beauty. And sometimes it doesn't look too beautiful.
That's why sometimes I wonder whether actually it should be something that is competed. Because actually it's an art. It's like saying, let's take a Picasso and then let's take a Monet and then say which one do you think is better.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people who are into art would say, well, you can't say which one's better, it's just what you like. And it's a bit like that in dancing, really, or used to be. Much more like that in that you can't really say one's better than the other, it's just what you prefer. So who's to say what you like is better than what I like,
well, of course
or vice
it is.
versa?
Because my opinion means it carries more weight.
Of course they would say that.
Well, that's what you'd expect.
So yeah, there's a bit of a thing there with ballroom dancing in terms of the competition side of things. Of course, in social dancing, when you're doing it for fun, it doesn't matter. No. You do what pleases you and you do what makes you feel good. That's the most important thing. So that's completely different. Of course, you're doing a technical exam. Exam.
Yes, I'm going to do a technical exam.
Then obviously you have to show certain criteria. But in terms of social and all that, it's that's why sometimes we try to reiterate to people, don't get too hung up on being absolutely perfect, because if you can get around,
they can't all be me, can they?
No, of course not. We can't all be But if you can get around the floor and you're relatively on time and you're enjoying yourself, that is dancing, isn't it? So yeah, you got to think about what's important when it comes to doing it socially and having fun as well. Of course it's nice to be able to do it well, because if you can do it well, you can do it more comfortably. But everybody should have an idea of what they want to get out of it, which ultimately should be enjoyment. And even competitively, competitors should think about that more as well, shouldn't they?
Well, yes. We didn't think enough about it, unfortunately, as well.
Competitors get so hung up on results and stuff, and being out of it now for such a long time now, I realised, you know what, I shouldn't have worried about that so much. I should have just done what I wanted to do and pleased myself, and probably would have done better for it. I certainly would have enjoyed myself more. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. The answer to your question, Lou, was I can't remember what the question was. I'm saying what the answer was.
From Lou?
So, do people prefer ballroom or Latin? I think more people prefer initially Latin.
Latin, I think, is generally more popular.
The general populace. Yeah. However, I think that it doesn't always figure that that's how they finish.
Well, when I was a kid, I definitely liked Latin better.
Me too. I did. When my dance teacher told me that I was going to be a ballroom dancer, I was devastated.
Yeah, you thought, no, I'm not.
I'm a Latin dancer. As it turns out, I am both. But
you prefer ballroom.
Yeah, I prefer ballroom. Yeah. Good night, darling. Good night, Ella.
Good night, Ella, darling.
See you later. See you tomorrow. Good night, night, mummy and daddy. XXX.
Oh.
Very sweet.
Okay.
Buddy was trying to bury something, but yeah, he's He's stopped now. Have we any plans for exams in the near future? Yes, absolutely. Want to do them
Yes.
actually quite quickly this year. Let's say this year. We'll try and do something this year.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we'd like to do something with that because it's been a long time waiting. And
Yeah.
then, of course, everything's happened the way it has, so we've not been able to do anything at all. But certainly due
Yeah.
to do that, aren't we?
Right. Here we go. Here's another one for you. Another old one. The waltz.
The waltz.
As demonstrated by Mr. Alex Moore. It's silent though, so we can keep talking.
Change step.
Yeah. Change step.
That's
Oh,
the
look at
change.
that.
Well, you all know that by now.
He's got his arms up. Look at those shoulders.
Although that jacket's not very good,
Yeah,
is
it
it?
doesn't fit. Enchainment. What?
I think that means with your partner.
Maybe. Yeah. We'd call that an amalgamation, perhaps. That was a natural turn and a reverse turn.
Backward change.
Backward change. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, that was interesting.
Hello.
It-
We don't do that anymore, do
We
we?
don't. No, that was a bit
No.
odd. I think he fell off balance
I
and
do
just thought, do you
see-
know what? We'll call it this.
Yeah.
That was quite nice. I liked what he did there.
That's a hesitation.
It was, and he had this lovely little actions for his body. It was nice.
Lovely natural spin coming up. Ooh,
Full
look
amount
at
of turn with a 4-5-6 reverse turn at the end, of course. Here's the
Oh,
ladies'
and
steps.
the ladies.
She's allowed to dance on her own.
Oh, I'm not sure she did that quite so
She
well.
didn't, did she?
No.
It was a bit dodgy. It looked a little bit like Margaret
It looked
Latter
like
doing
a
it.
close, not a spin. Ooh.
Nicely done though. With a,
Oh, hello.
Backward change
Sure,
there.
he went forward on
there
the
was
wrong
far too
foot.
many steps with that, in my opinion.
What's he do now? Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
natural turn. Yeah.
Yeah, the ladies must have had quite well. If you can see, the heads are both coming in actually, because he was leaning over her quite a lot. I suppose that was giving space in the hip line.
Yeah, but I think the ladies were probably under a lot of pressure, with especially if
so.
the man's quite a bit taller than you, to feel like that
Yeah.
would have felt quite pressurised.
Yeah, it's quite a clipped action, because Brecca Beaker said it was quite sharp. Is it quite
Yes,
sharp? Is it?
yeah.
But yeah, it's very clipped.
That'll be because everything's a lot smaller.
Yeah, and they're not trying to move too much either.
Yeah.
Again, this is 1936, so everything develops on from that.
But Alex Moore,
Well, he formalised the technique.
yeah.
He was very
So everything we do now is based on what he
came up
started.
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a pioneer in our business. Look at all this. Look at it.
Outside spin, wasn't it?
Is it waltzing? He's doing waltzing so fast. I think that must be sped
I
up.
think that looks sped up anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that is a bit sped up.
Double reverse spin. Ooh.
The end.
The end. Like that. At the end.
Yeah, it's looping again. So I can change that now because I've got another one for you.
Oh, there
I've
we
got
go.
yeah, I've got the tango.
Tango. Do they go T-A-N-G-O?
I know. Hasn't finished yet. It's still downloading. I'll be with you in a second. It was particularly slow, that one. Yeah. Anyway, that was dancing has developed enormously, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Enormously
Mm.
from that time.
It's a shame we haven't got any Latin ones because that's
I can find
that,
them.
That has changed
I
so
can find
much
them
as
for
well.
them. Go on, you keep waffling for
Oh
a minute.
no. Well, Latin.
Um,
I don't really know when they started doing it competitively. I don't have the date on that.
late
but,
50s, I think.
But certainly,
Late
it was at
50s.
70s when like disco and stuff came in, and then it changed dramatically.
Well, 1963. Here we go. They've got the world champions. They were doing a show in Germany. Yeah, I'll you keep talking and I'll download it.
And then yeah, it's well, obviously it's almost like it's almost not the same anymore, is it?
No, God no.
You know, you
It's-
wouldn't think it was the same dancing.
To be honest, it's quite cringeworthy watching some of the Latin. The ballroom still has a certain something about it that you.
Class.
No, I don't know if it's class, but it's got something about it you can still
I
recognise
don't
it.
mean class. I mean just like niceness about it.
Yeah. Whereas some of the Latin is just wow. Or, yeah, you'll notice in a second when I load these up. One thing you'll notice about it is how fast it is. The speed, the tempos were way faster.
Too fast.
Well, yeah, and but the problem they've got that happens now is that they slow things down too much, so that people put too much content in,
Yeah.
which is just as bad. So let's put that. I've got a couple going on now. So let's download a tango. Well, I've downloaded the tango. I'll put the tango on.
Tango. Yeah.
There we go.
Tango's
So this is a
coming.
tango from 1936. Woof.
Oof.
So a bit of tango. The walk.
Ooh.
This reminds me of Monty Python a little bit. Of the larch. Look at that. Look at his hand.
Look at that.
Look at her droopy elbow. Progressive sidestep.
Oh, we know that one,
We
don't we?
do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He looks a bit pigeon-toed as he does that, doesn't he, with his right leg?
I think that's deliberate.
Yeah.
So he can get the correct amount of turn.
Correct. Reverse turns A and B. I don't know what A and B means. He hasn't done a reverse turn yet. Oh, yes, he has. Okay.
Ah,
that was that's a lady in line, because he did the yeah. There you go. Look, lady in
with a
line.
little rock.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
quite like
they
that
did a
actually.
little rock in
That
there.
was
That's
quite nice,
There
actually.
we go. Inspiration.
As another rock. That's a progressive sidestep reverse turn actually. That one. It's more of a progressive. Yeah, progressive sidestep reverse turn action. Not quite purely as not as the book says now, but open reverse turn doesn't close his feet. I should think. No. There you go.
There you go. Doesn't finish there.
Which is quite nice actually. Side promenade.
Side promenades.
Ooh. They're almost cheek to cheek.
Oh, there we are. Fancy.
Yeah. Open promenade. Staying in promenade the whole time. Oh no.
Oh, that was in line as well.
That was an open fit. Oh, that's, an open promenade is ending in open position from promenade. Natural twist turn. Look at that.
Oh, we'll have a natural twist turn. Watch his feet, watch his feet, watch his feet. Oh, you can't see him.
A check into promenade, Kel.
Oh, it's gone blurry.
Notice how she didn't turn her head. Woof.
The end. Interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it? So let's have a look at some. Now this has got sound. The next one, so we'll have to be quiet. So we'll pop a bit of. I think this one. This is the rumba. This is the rumba. Oh no, I've got to stop. There we go. It's quite dinky.
This is world champions at the time.
I think there's sound to this as well. So. Although we can make that quieter, then we can go over it, so that at least our sound is louder than that. So when we quieten down.
This is rumba.
Oh, Argo Obligas says we should show some of our old videos. Well, I haven't got any.
Ooh,
Oh, actually, no, I have got one. Actually, I will show.
Really?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What, in a show or practicing?
No.
or something?
Is it? No, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So this is the rumba in 1963. That's actually how I dance the rumba now. He just stands there a lot and just makes sure that she does the right thing.
Isn't it funny that she's in ballroom shoes as well?
Yeah. Well, they all danced it in ballroom clothes, didn't they? Look at that fancy tech they've got going on. I can't do that now. With the production values.
It's changed so much, hasn't it?
It has. Dancing on a postage stamp as well. I don't think he's straightened his legs yet.
No. Of course, I think clothes and fashion and stuff have a lot to do with the evolution of dance, don't they?
They do.
Love that rumba grin. Oh, here we go.
Bit of a pot stir.
stirrer.
Bit of a pot stir. Very good.
That is that's quite an iconic step, isn't it?
It is.
The pot stirrer.
Shirley Ballas did it though, but about 100 times faster. But it was about 30 years later. Oh, little that. I love a bit of that.
Love a bit of
Nice.
that.
Nice.
See, if we'd have been around then, we'd have been champions, world champions, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at it.
Could have done all right.
Marvellous.
Could have done all right,
Yeah,
couldn't we?
we could have been contenders. We could have been contenders. Right, next one. I've got a psalm before you as well now to look at. Check this out. Check this out and how mentally fast this is. Strange.
Hopefully, they haven't lost us.
No, it
It did skip.
Did skip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did skip. So you've missed a little bit of this.
There was
but,
a tiny bit you missed, but I don't think anything you need to worry about too much. It's not Blackpool. I think it's in Germany. I think I'm led to believe. We get people dancing like this now at our social dances.
I've not seen that step.
Not that particular step,
I like
but
that.
with the same level of quality, actually. The same level of ease of movement, let's say.
So if you feel like you can dance this, you're just a world champion from 1963.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad.
His foot usage is appalling. It's absolutely appalling.
Obviously it was pretty good back then.
Yeah. But he was dancing it in a couple of bricks, so in the shoes they were rubbish.
I remember my ballroom shoes feeling like cardboard.
He was a tough taskmaster as well. This is Wally Laird.
Mm.
Yeah, he was tough. But she was a top lady, actually. She was very young here. She's Swedish. That's a lady called Lorraine.
Mm.
She was quite young. I think he was 20 odd years older than her.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
more than that maybe. Well, you can tell by looking at her.
Well, you know.
There we go. Ta-da!
Is she the Lorraine?
That's the Lorraine.
She's the Lorraine.
The Lorraine.
Mm.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Fancy that. So apparently I've got to find something else now.
Oh, really? What, of more historical stuff?
Yeah.
Or of us?
No, it's not of us, actually.
Okay.
So you keep talking.
Oh, I don't know what to talk about.
Well,
Is
no
there
one
any more
asked.
questions?
He looks like he's leaning back. Where are
Yeah,
the Blackpool?
they did lean back a bit. But that's of the time. So, yeah, you have to remember that things evolved.
There's people are having their own chats.
There's loads of chatter on there, isn't there?
There's loads of chats.
Look at you lot talking to each other
Yeah.
without us realising.
Yeah, we are set to get back to the studio on Monday. I'll go, yeah, looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Except I broke my toe,
Yes, which isn't great.
so I can't do a lot of dancing yet.
Were the dresses made of feathers? Not literally made of feathers.
Back then, no, but they did put feathers on dresses eventually.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my very first proper ballroom dress had feathers on the bottom. It was one of those that kind of stuck out a bit more, pleated. Oh, we went to so much trouble. We dyed lace. So we got lace and then we dyed it. We ordered feathers and had them dyed to match the fabric. So you'd, take a little sample of fabric, send it off, they'd dye the feathers. And then also the top layer of fabric, which was usually like an organza.
What's organza, Kel?
It's like a sheer, quite a stiff fabric, and it's sheer. So underneath you'd have lots of layers, so you wouldn't see, if you had it just on its own, you'd see through it a little bit. So, but obviously there was lots of layers, and yeah, it's quite stiff. Maybe even have a little bit of shine to it. And we'd send that off and have it all pleated. So you have the pleat. Do you remember the pleated ones?
No.
Okay.
Pleated what? Skirts?
Skirts.
Oh, yeah.
In the
Sorry.
ballroom dresses,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
So
yes,
you'd
yes,
have
yes, yes.
generally the dress. When I first started, the dress would have the bodice, which is usually would be covered in the lace. Hence, you'd have the lace dyed. Then you'd have the skirt, which would have lots and lots of layers, and they'd make that with satins and organza and all that, and have the frills on the bottom to make the skirt stick out more. And the top layer would be the organza, maybe 2 top layers of organza, and they'd be pleated. So you'd have that fabric sent off to be pleated, and it'd come back and all this like a blind, like blinds. All lovely. And then you'd have the feathers all dyed to match, put around the bottom. Then you'd dye your shoes as well. So you'd get your satin shoes in white and you'd dye them to match the colour of your dress. So that's the era I started in, which is quite nostalgic to me. But then it quite quickly changed after that, and then the dresses became much sort of flatter, which was much easier to dance in, for sure, because they used to be so heavy, and they get tangled in your legs and stuff like that. So most definitely that would hinder you. So when they became much smaller, it was better. But some of the big ones have come back a bit, and nowadays pretty much anything goes. You could have one layer of skirt with nothing else underneath, or you could have multiple and puffy and all that sort of thing. But I think most people tend to go for something a little bit in between, don't they? Yeah. So the designs of dresses are kind of, as creative as you like, and whatever's practically possible as well to dance in. So it's very clever what some people come up with. But yeah, part of me loves the old style of that. Pleated. Always had to be pleated.
Are you just at 24/7 in the afternoons? Well, not until the 17th of May. From the 17th up until the 17th of May, we're there whenever we can be, because there's no classes of any kind. So it means that we can use it anytime. So we are a bit more flexible. Why do you ask, Peter? Did you
until May.
I guess you want to come in and practice yourself, don't you? I guess because you're a member of the gym.
Yeah. So
keep talking,
until May, we can do pretty much any times for private lessons and stuff, because no group classes are allowed, and that's exercise or dancing until May. So once May then comes around, we have to work around the classes again and stuff. So yeah, ours and the gyms.
I can't find the video I was hoping to show you.
What video were you hoping to show?
I'm not gonna, I can't. If I say it, then it spoils it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know where it's gone.
Oh.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hard drives. It's difficult to find everything.
7 hard drives, is that a lot?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have we got a lot of video and
There's all sorts of stuff.
photography and stuff?
Well, I've accumulated them over the years,
yeah.
and they've got bits. It just.
It's too much to go through,
Well,
isn't it?
there is actually, and it's just got worse and worse and worse because
Probably a lot to get rid of, to be fair. But,
probably, but I can't. Yeah, it's difficult.
Well, you've even got stuff from China.
I know.
China.
China. I know it's just difficult.
I shouldn't have said that, sorry.
Yeah.
A friend of ours used to say it like that.
Australian, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still makes me laugh.
I had a folder that was just dance videos, and it was in there, but I can't find it. I can't find it. Anyway, this is great telly for me just browsing through
Well, don't worry about it then.
folders.
Move
No,
on.
you can keep chatting away while I'm
I
doing
have
it.
been chatting and blah 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 blaring for ages. I'm sure they're all sick of hearing me.
No, they're never too sick of hearing you. They always like listening to
That's
you.
okay, I've seen worse. Oh, I don't know what Sigrid's referring to there.
Yes, please, Sigurd. That's why she was saying, yeah. Sigurd. Well, you should hear what we call you, Sigrid. Well, you don't want to really. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking.
Sigrid, I've only heard Sigrid be called Sigrid.
I know. I was joking.
I know that.
I was joking.
I know.
Yeah. No idea where this has gone. I've no idea where it's gone.
I'm gonna yawn.
Don't worry, Kel. No one's actually watching. No one's actually watching.
Well, they were.
Yeah.
Now they're just talking to each other.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I can't be bothered listening to this nonsense.
Can you please stop looking for whatever you're looking for?
I'm
because
really frustrated.
I feel really under pressure
I'm
now.
really frustrated.
And I don't like feeling under pressure.
What a pain in the neck.
We really should do some podcasts, shouldn't we?
Well, yeah.
They keep saying it. Go on, look into it.
All right. I'll look into it. No, it's not here.
See, I can't even say because you won't say what it is.
No. You won't know where it is anyway.
No?
No. I thought it was in my Dropbox folder, but it's not in my Dropbox folder.
Well, then move on, darling, because, yeah, we need to move on.
I thought it was in here,
Come on.
but it's not. Anyway,
Look,
okay.
I'm starting to get annoyed with you now.
Okay, alright, okay. Okay, well, unfortunately, there's no video that I was going to put on. I'll try and find it for next week. How's that? There we go.
There we go.
There you go. I'll
That
find it for
sounds
next week.
nice.
It'll take me a while. Oh, IT housekeeping. Oh, you would. Yes, yeah. It's horrific. Horrific. There's so much to do. So much. Yeah, I can play this. I can play this. I can play that one.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. It's alright. So I think it's alright actually. If you want to see old stuff, this is quite old.
Of us?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's alright. The quality of the video is not great.
No, well, we didn't. We just had a little camera,
I just
didn't we?
sat in the corner just recording constantly. There's 2 there. We can do both of those. Okay, I don't think we've shared this one. Actually.
Friday night entertainment.
So this particular this video was from Strictly Fitness First Dancing in 2008, where we taught all of the gym employees to dance, and we did a little show as well. I like that dress.
Yeah.
But that's it. We've gone.
Can't see us now. Come back.
We're coming. We're doing
So
some pivots.
this is what we've evolved from. You see, our filming is much better.
Ah, it's second to none now in comparison. We don't even zoom in.
Oh, we were so young
Well, you were. I've never been that young.
and so thin. Oh, I do miss that. I think I remember being very tired when we were doing this because we were pretty stressed out by the event itself, weren't we?
It was our first ever event, wasn't it? First thing we ever run, organised.
Yeah, the dancing is alright.
Yeah, it's average.
Not that bad.
Girls
is it?
good.
Not as bad as what we ever thought it was.
No. We could have been alright,
Yeah.
couldn't we?
What a shame.
Yeah. There's another one in this series as well. I'm going to put it on in a second.
Another one of
It's
the
tango.
series.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
tango
yeah,
of the
yeah.
same night.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. We look so connected, apparently, says Sarah Ball. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, we were glued. Velcro. It was a wonderful little technique, a bit of Velcro.
But so what year was this? Was this
2008.
Oh, 2008. So we'd only been together about a year. That was a dodgy country check.
Yeah, it was too rotary. We didn't. Yeah, I tried to turn it. I should have just dropped the weight and stepped in. I know I did wrong. But I was trying to do the work for you, you see.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was, because you were lazy.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Of course. That's a better question.
Yeah.
Maybe
See?
that's not proper.
Average. The crowd likes it anyway. They love it. Look at them, loving it.
You idiot.
Right, I'll put another one on for you then. Hang on, where are we? There we go.
Did we only do 2 dances then?
We did.
Yes, we did.
I was
Compare,
yeah, everything. was right.
dancing.
Yeah. Right, here we go. That the video didn't start at the right time, so I didn't miss anything off on the video here. That's how it was. That's how it was. I don't think this is too bad a tango actually as well.
I know, sometimes I think the choreography was better than, not all of it necessarily, but quite a lot of it was better. It's not obviously what they would do today, because
No, things evolve over 30
yeah,
years.
the trends and stuff have changed quite a bit. But, obviously some of this is for show as well, so it's not difficult. See, we should have been on Superstars in Japan.
Oh, absolutely. Was it 2008 or 2007? This might be 2007.
If it was 2007, then it was within our first year together.
Yeah, I think it was 2007. I particularly liked this bit of choreography. Yeah.
You can always rehash them.
I choreographed this.
I wasn't allowed to say.
No, she wasn't. Boom.
I don't like the spin out at the end though.
Well, it was a little bit,
Bit naff.
bit naff.
Bit naff, bit naff.
Yeah. I don't know if I've
Never
got anything
mind.
else to hand that's old of us. Oh, do you know what I have got? Oh, it's in that folder that I can't find, actually.
Oh.
It's all Blackpool stuff.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Well,
that
when
my
we
mum
competed.
sneakily
Oh,
videoed.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I don't know where it's all gone.
Those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah, I thought I'd copied it across. I hope I haven't lost it. Be pretty gutted if I have. Anyway, so that was a bit of us in 2008.
He's got a folder on here. It says pics and vids of Ella Baby. Do not delete.
Well, no, I don't want to delete those.
No,
do we?
I know. It's just funny that you've got it in capital letters. Bless her. Has your mum actually gone to bed now then?
Probably not. No, they just go up to the bedroom and then they do girly stuff.
Sit and watch telly in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Any more questions? No.
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 No, they're all waiting for you to play something else.
They are, aren't they? Yeah, they're just sitting
yeah.
there waiting
Come
for me
on.
to do something. It's not in there.
It's like watching us watching TV. It's like Gogglebox.
It is like Gogglebox.
Again. Yeah.
Yeah.
That took you a long time to edit that though, didn't it?
Oh god, that took me forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that
It's
again.
probably not worth it to do it
I'm not
again.
doing that again.
Interesting as it may be. Basically, we should just be hired by lots of different television programs to be a part of it.
You think so?
Right? And they can do all the editing and stuff, and we're just in it. Yeah.
I'll
So
keep
we could
talking.
do appearances on Gogglebox and Strictly.
Yeah, but people don't know who we are.
But they do.
Well,
I'm sure it wouldn't matter. Nobody knows who people on Gogglebox are either, really.
well, they do now. They've
They do
become
now,
famous,
but
haven't they?
but you know, initially they were just normal people, weren't they?
True. Normal people like normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like normal people.
Yeah.
Not just like, but like.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm baffled as to where that's gone.
Stop it.
But it's full of great stuff. Actually, it's got loads of all the stuff we had for Luca and that sort of, and Andrew and all those videos as well. All those videos. I don't know where they've all gone.
Well, you'll have to look for it later. Because now they're just watching us, looking at a
I know.
screen, searching for stuff, and
Yeah, I know you're getting a bit fed up, aren't you?
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're getting a bit fed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only so much waffle that I can come up with.
Sarah Ball says you should run your own Strictly Come Dancing on another channel, but then you lose. Then Sigrid says, but then you lose control over what they actually show. Oh, if we go on Gogglebox, yes.
Yes.
When I had my third and final interview with Strictly, I said to them, "You keep asking me for an interview, and then you don't ask me to go on the show. You choose someone else." So I'm getting a bit fed up. I was a bit bolshy, to be honest, which is surprise that I wasn't asked that time.
Surprised then you didn't
And
get the job.
I said, "Well, if you don't choose me this time, I'm just going to go off somewhere else and start my own show." That's actually what I said. Yeah. So
Did you actually say that?
I did. Yeah.
How's that going?
It's not going too well. Well, I don't know. YouTube TV's not doing too bad. We've got over 3,000 subscribers now.
Oh well, that's
Yeah.
kicking
That's-
Strictly's
it's not-
backside.
It's not far off the amount of people that now have a TV license for BBC.
True.
They're leaving. People are leaving BBC in droves, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Mm. These videos aren't here.
Stop looking.
I don't know where they
for
are.
them.
I'm so annoyed. Anyway. Yeah, start your own show. Well, it's a lot of
Well,
work to do that, actually, Sarah. I'd love to, but it's a lot
we'd
of
love
work.
to, yeah. There's I have lots of ideas and things about things we'd like to do.
Yeah.
I would actually like to do our own theatre production.
Mm.
Ballroom and
We've
Latin.
talked about that a lot, actually, haven't we?
Yeah, Ballroom and Latin style one. Just don't know how to do it yet, but that is something that we would love to do and choreograph and put together with it.
Yeah.
But also just events like that. So rather than a competition, perhaps an event where people come and see dancers in more of an artistic form. Anyway, that I'm not going to say too much about because if it comes to fruition, I want to keep it up here and plan it and all that sort of thing. But yeah. Especially now, because I think obviously the world is changing.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Don't put me under this sort of pressure. You know I don't like it.
One last.
Oh no!
Well, I
he's
found another hard
he's found
drive.
Another hard drive, which is a little black box, which looks like a wallet or something. He's going to look on there.
It's possible. It's possible.
This better be good.
Don't get too excited.
No, exactly. You're going to find it, and then we'll be like, "Oh, is that it?"
I found it.
Oh dear.
I found it. I found the one that I wanted to show.
Oh, okay.
I found the one that I wanted. Oh, we've gone out of focus. Oh,
Hello?
well, we don't care. It doesn't matter for us, does it? Hang on. I better put us back in focus. Hang on. I'll do it here. And then we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to go.
We
then
have to
after
go.
that.
Yeah. You're going to show them this, and then we're going to go. You might actually like this video. Actually, now I know what it is.
Yeah. But I can't find the other stuff. So that might be.
Oh,
on
you're
that.
still looking for stuff.
Well, I know, but it might be on this one actually.
We'll just do what you were going to show them first.
Ah, there it is. I found it all.
Ah,
I have found it all.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I found it all. Yes.
We'll do the other thing first.
All right, do the other thing first. Okay.
Because they're waiting,
I know they're waiting. But that's all right.
anticipating.
Right. Where is it?
Dog's collapsed over there.
Don't care.
No, it's good. He's got to be fed dinner yet. Here we are.
Okay, here we go.
You're going to be so thrilled. Oh, look at him, little fella.
Off time as well, I think, if I remember rightly.
Is there music playing on this?
Yes.
Have a guess who that is. It's not just some random kid.
This is 1983, I think.
I wasn't even born if it was
No.
1983.
Yeah.
There you go. You can all guess.
I have
when
shared
was
this
born.
on Facebook before, actually.
No, no, you have.
I've got a whole medal test video.
We don't need to see the whole of it.
No, I know, but there's some interesting stuff on there. Loads. That's it. It was 1985, sorry.
Oh, it was one.
1985.
There we go.
That's it. There we go. There we go.
Dear.
So it's quite cute. It's quite cute.
I haven't got anything of me.
No?
No.
Well, because, well, my, yes, it is Audrey Darren Hampton, yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, Audrey. Yeah.
Yeah. What else I'll show them one more thing. What have we got here? There's nothing there. Flowers, horse. Oh, that's just practice stuff. You don't want to see that because I might shout at Kelly.
Yeah, there might be swear words.
They won't have seen those before, I don't think. And they wouldn't have seen these before either.
I don't know what they are.
They are shows that Duncan did for. Oh no, I did upload some of those, I think, actually, in the original lockdown that we did. But they would definitely not have seen any of these.
Show them one of those.
I've just got to find. There's one particular one, which is.
Because you actually see a bit of competition.
Yeah.
Can't see us.
They're right over there.
Oh yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
Oh, in the what kind of dress?
It's our first Blackpool.
Oh, our first one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
There are better ones in this though. Actually, there's one of us in.
We weren't really ready in the first one.
No, we weren't. There's a video of us at Blackpool.
But it'd be interesting for them to see a little bit of competition stuff.
Yeah.
There's some in the black and gold, isn't there?
Yeah.
I don't know where that would be, but don't go searching too much.
All right. Okay. You knocked my arm then as I was pressing then, and I've lost it. They've gone. Lucky they just copied into that folder. Don't smack my arm when I'm holding a mouse. Silly girl.
Calm down, dear.
What's that one? Oh,
And that's not
classic.
us.
That's not us. Great video though. All right, I'll get there. I'm getting there. I'm just going to choose one that's not all jumpy. It's highly illegal, you see.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
Don't show
great.
that one.
Sorry.
Don't show that one.
That's too short. What's this one? That's rubbish.
That's looking at the floor, that one.
We'll do this one. This is a quick
Yeah.
step. This is a quick step. Okay. This will be it then, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to leave you to it, because otherwise we're just here. You're just watching us. Just
Search for stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. It's our first Blackpool, which actually it's not the best dancing actually.
No.
At all. We've not been together for very long though, so
We're at top left now in the white dress.
with some black stripe on it.
Yeah, black stripe on the back.
Yeah, we've literally been together months, haven't we?
Yeah.
So very much in its infancy.
That's not us, mother.
That's not us, no, she lost us.
Yeah.
There we are.
No, we're not. Oh, we are top.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lost us again because she's not actually looking at the camera. She's pretending to not.
Because you're not supposed to film,
Not
are
supposed
you?
to film. No.
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a copyright strike on this now because of this music.
Oh, because of the music.
Probably. See how wonderfully busy it is.
Mm. That's in Blackpool, Winter Gardens. If you didn't know already. Most of you probably guess. And as that was my first experience of Blackpool, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Which was very overwhelming actually, I remember. I remember feeling very out of my comfort zone. Do you know what? We're not the worst ones on the floor, are we?
Absolutely not. No, we didn't do too bad. We just missed the 48. Anyway, there we go. That's it.
There we go.
Mm.
Bit of nostalgia.
Yeah. Bit of nostalgia.
Don't keep looking at stuff.
I know. I get lost
Yeah.
in all this stuff.
You can look at it later.
I'll look at it later.
When people aren't watching us.
I'll look at it later. And I'll try and find the one I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are more. Yeah. Anyway, well, yeah, I think that's probably it now.
You closed it down too quick, I think.
No, I didn't. It's open another program. That's why. I have to leave it where it is. Okay. So, there we go. A little bit of video
Okay,
tonight.
That's cute, James.
Yeah, I
Super
know.
cute.
Wow. What can I say? I was once. I suppose where Ella gets it from. Yes. So, thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been a pleasure to have you this evening join us.
It's hard to believe that we're actually going to be in person.
Yes, and to see some of you in person next
I've
week, which is
gotten too
wonderful.
used to this, I think.
You might not bother coming out, might you? Just leave yourself, just hide away still.
Just live in the house, not
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
It is weird though, isn't it?
A bit strange. A bit strange. I'm going to message the OBS forums next week, well, tomorrow probably, about the sound issue.
Okay.
See if I can find a solution, because it does really infuriate me.
We know.
Really infuriates me. Anyway, we're going to go have some dinner. I hope you can have I hope you have a nice rest of. I'll start that again. We're going to go have some dinner. I hope you have a nice rest of the evening.
And the rest of the weekend.
Yes, rest of the weekend, and we'll see you. We're doing this again next week, even though private lessons are starting again on Monday.
Yeah, we're going to keep the
We are
online
going to keep doing
content.
this until the 17th of May. So I'll be back on Zoom on Wednesday, and then we'll be both back next Friday. And if you haven't already and you want to, don't forget you can sign up to Vincent's workshop on Sunday. I will be introducing it. I'll be there as well briefly to introduce him. And if you can't make it on the day, you can still have it, but we'll send you the video to watch afterwards. Okay, and it's per household, not per person. So 20 people around your house, invite them all in.
20 people.
It's no problem. You can all watch it together. But yeah, so look forward to seeing you next week. Those of you that I'm going to see, she'll see some of you as well.
See you all soon.
If not, see you online again. That's it.
Take care, everyone.
We're going to go.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Have some dinner if you haven't already. I'm sure most of you have.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like us.
We're going to go.
Okay.
Say goodbye, Kelly.
Goodbye, Kelly.
See you soon.
Bye.